The search for galactic empires and the Fermi Paradox. Have you ever wondered why, in the vastness of space, we have yet to encounter any signs of advanced alien civilizations? With billions of stars, each potentially hosting habitable planets, it seems like it would only be a matter of time before we stumbled upon extraterrestrial life. Yet, despite decades of searching, we find ourselves facing a puzzling question. Where are they? This conundrum is known as the Fermi Paradox, and it lies at the heart of one of the most intriguing mysteries in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. The Fermi Paradox is named after the famous physicist Enrico Fermi, who, while discussing the possibility of life beyond Earth, famously asked, "Where is everybody?" Despite the high probability of intelligent life existing somewhere in the universe, we have not detected any definitive signals, nor have we found evidence of alien civilizations, even though we've been looking for decades. This paradox is both a fascinating and frustrating concept because it challenges our assumptions about the nature of life in the cosmos. If extraterrestrial civilizations are out there, why haven't we encountered any signs of them? And if they are so advanced, why haven't they reached out to us? In this video, we'll explore the Fermi Paradox through the lens of galactic empires, or the hypothetical large-scale civilizations that could span entire star systems. We'll dive into the potential explanations for the paradox, examining the various theories that attempt to explain why we haven't encountered any such empires in our search. Are we truly alone in the universe, or is there something much more complex at play? What are galactic empires? To understand the Fermi Paradox, we first need to define what a galactic empire might look like. Imagine a civilization that has reached a level of technological advancement so far beyond our own, that it controls not just a planet, but entire star systems. These empires would have vast fleets of spacecraft capable of traveling between stars, establishing colonies on distant worlds, and perhaps even manipulating entire star systems to their advantage. The idea of galactic empires is often portrayed in science fiction, with examples like the Imperial Empire in Star Wars or the United Federation of Planets in Star Trek. However, in reality, such empires could take many forms and may operate in ways we can't yet comprehend. One of the key features of a galactic empire would be its ability to exploit the resources of entire star systems. With advanced technology, these empires could have constructed enormous space stations or Dyson spheres, megascale structures that could encompass a star. They would possess the means to travel faster than light, potentially by harnessing the power of wormholes, warp drives, or generation ships that allow for long-term travel across vast distances. But the concept of galactic empires raises an important question in the context of the Fermi Paradox. If such empires exist, why haven't we detected any trace of them? The scale of the universe and its implications. The universe is incomprehensibly vast, with an estimated 100 billion galaxies, each containing billions or even trillions of stars. Many of these stars are likely to have planets in their habitable zones where life could potentially arise. In fact, the discovery of exoplanets, planets orbiting stars outside of our solar system, has skyrocketed in recent years. Thousands of exoplanets have been identified, with many of them being Earth-like in size and composition. This raises an exciting possibility. If Earth is not unique in its ability to support life, could there be other planets with civilizations as advanced as ours, or even beyond? However, the vastness of space also presents significant challenges. Even with the most advanced telescopes and detection methods, the distances between stars are so immense that any signal sent from one star system to another would take centuries, if not millennia, to reach us. The speed of light, the fastest thing in the universe, limits the time it takes for communication, meaning that even if a galactic empire exists within a few hundred light-years of Earth, any message or signal they send could take hundreds of years to reach us. And this is assuming that these civilizations are actively trying to contact us, or that their signals are detectable. What if they've already moved on, or are using technology that we don't yet understand or can't detect? The Drake equation. Estimating the likelihood of galactic empires. To explore the possibility of galactic empires existing, scientists have used a tool called the Drake equation. This equation attempts to estimate the number of extraterrestrial civilizations in our galaxy, with which humans could potentially communicate. The equation takes into account several variables, such as the rate of star formation, the fraction of stars with planets, the number of planets that could support life, and the lifespan of technologically advanced civilizations. While the equation suggests that there could be many potential civilizations in the Milky Way alone, it still doesn't account for the Fermi Paradox, the lack of concrete evidence that these civilizations exist. So, where are they? Why haven't we heard from them? Possible explanations for the Fermi Paradox. Over the years, scientists and researchers have proposed a wide range of theories to explain the Fermi Paradox. Let's explore a few of the most prominent ideas. The Great Filter theory, one of the most widely discussed explanations for the Fermi Paradox, is the Great Filter theory. This suggests that there is some unknown, catastrophic event or obstacle that prevents civilizations from reaching the point of becoming galactic empires. This filter could exist at any stage in a civilization's development, whether it's the emergence of life, the development of intelligence, or the ability to harness space travel. It's possible that while life might be common in the universe, the ability to build a sustainable, long-lasting empire might be exceedingly rare. Self-destruction. Another possibility is that advanced civilizations inevitably destroy themselves before they can achieve the level of technological advancement required to establish a galactic empire. This could be through war, environmental destruction, or technological disasters, events that prevent them from reaching the stars. They're out there, but we can't detect them. A more optimistic view is that galactic empires are out there, but we simply don't have the technology or methods to detect them. They could be using communication systems that are beyond our current understanding, such as quantum communication or dark matter-based technologies. Or perhaps they are deliberately avoiding us, not wanting to interfere with a developing civilization like ours. The Zoo hypothesis, a galactic prime directive. One intriguing possibility is the Zoo hypothesis, which suggests that advanced extraterrestrial civilizations are aware of humanity and other life forms, but deliberately avoid making contact, much like how we avoid interfering with wildlife in a nature reserve. According to this hypothesis, galactic empires may have a kind of prime directive, a set of ethical guidelines that prevents them from interacting with or influencing less developed civilizations. These empires might see humanity as a species that must evolve on its own without outside interference, preserving the natural course of our development, much like a zoo would protect an endangered species. The Zoo hypothesis proposes that there are plenty of galactic empires out there, but they are intentionally keeping their distance, watching us like an exhibit in a cosmic zoo. While this might sound like something out of science fiction, it raises interesting ethical questions about the nature of contact with other civilizations. If an advanced alien empire does exist, is it right for them to interfere with humanity, even if they have the means to do so? 5. The we are too early theory. Another perspective on the Fermi Paradox is the idea that humanity might simply be too early in the timeline of the universe to make contact with any other galactic empires. The universe is around 13.8 billion years old, and our civilization has only been around for a few thousand years, a tiny fraction of the total cosmic timeline. It's possible that advanced civilizations may have come and gone long before we ever had the ability to look for them. In this view, we may just be in the infancy of our own technological development, and it will take millions of years before we achieve the capabilities necessary to interact with galactic empires, or even detect their existence. From this perspective, the lack of contact with aliens is not evidence of their absence, but simply a matter of timing. It's not that they are not out there, but that they are either too far away in time or too advanced to notice us. 6. Advanced civilizations are invisible. One fascinating theory suggests that galactic empires are already out there, but we simply cannot see them because they are operating in ways that are entirely invisible to us. This could include the use of advanced technologies such as stealth shields, cloaking devices, or even manipulating the very fabric of space-time to hide their presence. These empires could be so advanced that they operate on a level far beyond anything we can even comprehend. Another possibility is that these civilizations might have reached such a high level of technological sophistication that they've transcended physical existence altogether. Some theorists speculate that advanced civilizations could evolve into forms of digital life or even become beings of pure energy, existing in ways that we cannot detect with our current methods. If this is the case, then we may be searching for something that is fundamentally outside of our physical understanding of life. The dark forest hypothesis. Perhaps one of the most chilling and thought-provoking explanations for the Fermi paradox is the dark forest hypothesis, proposed by Chinese science fiction writer Liu Cixin in his novel The Three-Body Problem. According to this hypothesis, the reason we haven't encountered any galactic empires is because advanced civilizations are deliberately hiding from one another. In a universe filled with unknown dangers, every civilization might see every other civilization as a potential threat. The analogy behind this hypothesis is the concept of a dark forest, where every species is silent and concealed, afraid that any noise could reveal their location to others who might destroy them. In such a scenario, the universe would be a dangerous place where civilizations are forced to keep their existence secret to avoid being wiped out by more powerful empires. The dark forest hypothesis suggests that the lack of detectable alien civilizations is not because they don't exist, but because they are deliberately silent and hiding, and any civilization that reveals itself risks destruction. This theory reflects a darker view of the universe, one where interstellar conflict is the norm and where advanced civilizations must protect themselves at all costs. The simulation hypothesis, an even more radical explanation for the Fermi paradox, is the simulation hypothesis, which proposes that we might not be living in a physical universe at all. Instead, our reality could be a simulated environment created by an advanced civilization. In this scenario, the reason we have not encountered any galactic empires is that they exist in a higher-level reality, one that we cannot access or even perceive. The simulation could be an experiment, or our creators might be studying us for reasons we cannot understand. The simulation hypothesis raises deep philosophical questions about the nature of existence, consciousness, and the universe. If we are living in a simulation, then all our efforts to search for alien civilizations may be fruitless, as we might be entirely contained within a fabricated environment. While this theory is highly speculative, it touches on the idea that the limitations of our perception could explain why we haven't found evidence of other civilizations. What does it all mean? After exploring the various theories that attempt to explain the Fermi paradox, one thing becomes clear. The universe is filled with possibilities, and the search for galactic empires is far from over. Whether the answer lies in the great filter, the dark forest, or the simple fact that we are just too early in the universe's timeline, there is still so much we don't understand. The absence of contact with advanced alien civilizations doesn't necessarily mean they don't exist. It might simply mean that we are not looking in the right way, at the right time, or with the right technology. Or perhaps the answers are hidden in ways we have yet to even imagine. As we continue to explore the cosmos, we may eventually find the answers to the questions raised by the Fermi paradox. Until then, the mystery of the missing galactic empires remains one of the most profound and intriguing challenges of our time. Will humanity one day join the ranks of the galactic elite, or will we remain a solitary primitive civilization in a vast and empty universe? Only time will tell. Thank you for watching. And as always, we'd love to hear your thoughts on this fascinating topic. Do you think galactic empires exist? Are we truly alone, or are we simply too early to find them? Leave your comments below and let's continue the conversation.